Assalamualaikum and a pleasant morning to each and every one of us. So I am Saleh Ashmiyati together with Rohana A. Salik. Today we're going to discuss the development of Zanjeras and land acquisition in Ilocos. So, Zanjeras are traditional irrigation association in the Ilocos region. So they were formed to help farmers manage water and develop land for agriculture because arable land was limited. People worked together to clear and irrigate difficult lands near rivers and streams. So, the Zanjeras kasi are the traditional irrigation na matatagpuan sa Ilocos here in the Philippines. So, yung grupo kasi ng Zanjeras are formed by many years ago by the farmers who needed a way to share and control water for their rice fields. So, in farming kasi, di ba? Especially the rice farming, yung water kasi, it is a very important. So, as you can observe kasi without the water is hindi mag-grow yung mga inaalagaan nilang farm. So without enough water, crops cannot grow properly because of that. Yung mga farmers na is nag-decide sila na to organize themselves into association called the Zanjeras. So, that's the reason kung bakit nabuo yung Zanjeras na grupo. So, yung Zanjeras is so they could work together and manage the irrigation system fairly and properly. So, in the Ilocos region kasi, yung mga good farmland, so, di ba, nabasa nyo kanina, is the arable. So, when we say arable kasi, yun yung mga farmland na masyadong limited sa Ilocos. So, hindi lahat ng lupa kasi doon sa Ilocos is madali lang siyang pagtaniman. So, because of the some areas na minsan dry sila, rocky or sandy, or minsan yung mga lupa is near rivers pa. So, that often, yung rivers na is that often change direction. So, kapag yung rivers kasi na shifted their course, they left behind the land that was covered with stones and debris. So, this land were hard to clear and prepare for the farming. So, it would take many years ago of hard work to make the soil ready for planting. So, because of that difficulty, it was almost impossible for one farmer to do the work alone. So, that is why people cooperated and formed the Zanjeras. So, through cooperations, the members of the Zanjeras help each other clear the land, magbuild ng canals, and direct water from rivers and stream to their field. So, each member ng Zanjeras is may mga responsibilities such as contributing labor during work days. So, by working as a group kasi, they were able to develop land that seemed useless at first. So, the teamwork kasi the teamwork is not only help them produce more crops, but is also strengthened the unity and fairness in their community. So, the Zanjera became not only an irrigation system, but also it is a symbol of cooperation and shared responsibility among the farmers. So, the next topic is the other methods of land acquisition. So, in many cases, Zanjeras acquired land by clearing unoccupied areas near rivers, streams, or springs. So, these lands were often covered with rock, sand, and debris because rivers had changed course. The areas were prone to flooding and difficult to develop. So, aside from buying or inheriting the land, the Zanjera also acquired land by clearing unoccupied areas near the rivers, streams, or springs. So, these lands were usually empty because they were not easy to use for the farming. So, many of these areas kasi are appeared after ng river kapag nag-ibang direction na yung river. So, kapag nangyari yon, the old river path was left behind with rocks, sand, and debris. So because of that condition, the land looked dry, so uneven and difficult to cultivate. So in that case, those areas na napag-iiwanan ng rivers were also prone to flooding. So during the heavy rains, the river could overflow and cover the land with water again. So this made farming risky and challenging. So in addition, the soil was not ready for planting. Farmers had to remove stones, level the ground, and something improve the soil before crops could grow properly. So it is required patience, time, and hard physical work. Because of that, the farmers worked together through Zanhera. So kaya nga nabuo yung Zanheras because if may mga ganyang reasons, like mga let us say mga issues ganon is ng mga Zanheras. So by combining their labor and effort, they slowly transformed this barren into productive rice field. So, di ba grabe mag-take ng initiative yung mga Zanhera. So, because through cooperations kasi, they were able to turn the risky and unproductive land into valuable farmland. So, it is shown na gaano ka-importante yung teamwork and yung teamwork sa pagdevelop ng mga land. So that's the reason kung bakit nabuo yung Zanheras and irrigated agriculture. So because of the hardship, individuals rarely develop the land alone. Instead, farmers form Zanheras to combine labor and resources. Through cooperation, they reclaimed barren lands and converted them into productive rice fields. So the next one is the importance of the irrigation. So irrigation increased crop yields and raised land value. Even landowners benefited because irrigated land became more productive and valuable. So due to limited farmland, people were willing to work hard just to gain land or even use rights to land. So the irrigation is very important, lalong-lalo na sa pagpa-farming, especially in the rice production. So the rice need a steady supply of water to grow well. So when farmers built irrigation canals and directed water from the rivers or streams to their fields, so yung crops nila became healthier and stronger. So because of that, they were able to harvest more rice. Meaning the irrigation increase crop yields. So when farmers produce more crops, they also earned more income to support their families. So the land that has a reliable water supply is more useful and productive compared doon sa mga dry land. So then the next one is the land confiscation and use rights. So in some Zanheras, members did not fully own the land. Instead, they had use rights. The organization controlled the land. So in some Zanheras, like yung member ng Zanheras, did not fully own a land na they were farming. So instead, they were given use rights, which mean they had the right to use and cultivate the land. So pero hindi sila yung totoong owners nun. The Zanheras organization itself controlled the land. So this system helped the group to manage the land properly. So and make sure that everyone follow the rules. So because of the land kasi na kinokontrol ng organization, which is the Zanheras. So each member ng Zanheras is may mga responsibility din syempre. So one of the important duty is mag-provide sila ng labor during scheduled workday. So kailangan masipag sila, ganon. So like kapag may mga work days, kagaya na lamang ng pag-clean ng canals, pagre-repair ng irrigation system, or helping in land development. So doon kinakailangan yung mga Zanheras members. So kaya nga may mga responsibility sila bawat isa. So in that duty, were necessary to maintain the irrigation system and ensure that the water was distributed fairly to all fields, like to all lands na may mga rice farm. So since irrigation is required cooperation, every member needed to participate. So number 2, if a member failed to fulfill obligations such as the labor duties, the Zanhera had the right to confiscate the land. This rule ensured discipline and fairness among the members. So if yung member ng Zanhera is hindi nila na-fulfill yung responsibilities nila, the Zanhera is may authority sila to confiscate the land kung saan na-assigned yung member. So meaning, yung member is like they could lose the right to use the land. So yung rule na yon is natutulungan nila yung natutulungan na i-maintain yung discipline and fairness ng organization. So it is ensured that everyone contributed equally, that no one enjoyed the benefits without doing their part or responsibilities. So the last one is the Athar or the membership share. So the Athar is a membership share in the Zanhera. Each founding member received one full share. So when we say Athar, to fully understand what does the Athar mean, so yung Athar, it is a special membership share na binibigay sa founding member of a Zanhera. So it is an important part of how the organization works because it shows the rights and responsibility of each member. So every person na tumutulong sa pag-start ng organization, and which is the Zanhera, makaka-receive sila ng one full Athar or the membership share. And yung share na it is represent their place in the group. So number 1, a share in the land owned or controlled by the Zanhera. So the Athar kasi, it is given to each member a part of the land that the Zanhera own or control. So even if a member does not fully own the land, the Athar allows them na maka-benefit sila doon sa Athar na iyo, like doon sa land na yon. So meaning, each member of the Zanhera has a claim to the land, and the organization recognizes their contribution to developing it. So the land is divided fairly so that yung bawat member is makakakuha sila ng portion of it, so ensuring equality among to all members. Number 2, the right to farm a portion of land. So, with an Athar kasi, a member has the right to cultivate a specific part of the land. So, meaning, pwede silang mag-plant ng crops, mag-harvest ng rice, and also, gagamitin yung lands na yun to support their family. So, it depends sa kanila kung anong gagawin nila dun sa land na yun, as long as makakapag-benefit sila doon. So, the right to farm is connected syempre dun sa share nila sa Zanhera. So, every member kasi is may access sila sa land and water for their crops. So, it is make the system fair because each member is guaranteed land to farm. So, number 3, the obligation to contribute labor. So, having an Athar kasi also comes with responsibilities. Each member they must contribute labor during the work days. So, such as, sabi ko nga sa pag-irrigate ng canals, pag-clear ng fields, or helping other tasks needed for the Zanhera. So, usually kasi, one Athar requires 1 man day for a work per session. So, it is ensured that everyone helps maintain the system. The next one is the distribution of land. So, land in Zanhera is divided equally among the members. So, each member receives parcel of land located in different section of the irrigation system. So, as what I have said earlier, sa Zanhera kasi, yung land is nade-divide siya fairly among to all members to. So to make sure that everyone gets an equal share, like walang magtatampuhan about sa land kasi lahat sila is pantay-pantay sa share ng land. So instead of giving each member one piece of land in a single place, yung land na yun is nasa-split siya into several parcels that are located in different section of the irrigation system. So meaning, each member has a parcel, or let us say may mga portion sila doon na spread out across the area controlled by the Zanhera organization. So, in that way kasi, sa pagde-divide ng land na like in a fairly way, is marami rin masyado silang ang mga benefits. So, first na benefit is it will ensure na yung fair access to water. So, some section of land kasi may be closer doon sa canals, doon sa irrigation na yun. So, may mga ibang land naman na masyadong malayo doon sa canals na yun. So, by giving each member ng parcel in different locations, everyone is nagmi-mix yung land nila that gets more or less water. So, making it overall So, the second one is nare-reduce niya syempre yung conflict. So, kasi for the reason na walang kahit isang member na nag-control doon sa best land. So, the last one, Zanhera developed because of the land scarcity and the need for irrigation. So, through cooperation, members reclaimed land, managed water, and created fair system of land distribution. So, their practices such as yung land confiscation, use rights, and the ATAR system show strong organization and community cooperation in agricultural development. So again, na-form yung Zanhera because of the good farmland was limited, like yung sinasabi kong arable. So, yung mga farmers is needed nila, like kinakailangan nila ng way para to make the most of the land they had. So, many areas sa Zanhera is were difficult to farm because of the rock, sand, or flooding because of the reason ng river na nag-iibang direction. So, water was also very important again for the rice farming. So, managing irrigation properly was necessary for growing a crop. So, because of the challenges, the farmers could not work alone. So, they had to cooperate with each other to reclaim and develop the land successfully. So, through teamwork, yung Zanhera's member were able to clear barren or unused lands. So, sa pag-repair ng irrigation canals ay nagbe-bring siya ng water from the rivers and stream to their field. So, they shared responsibilities also and labor so that everyone can contribute to the work needed to make the land productive. So, again, as what I have said earlier, by working together kasi, they were able to transform the land that once seems useless into productive rice field that could feed their families and community.
Good day everyone, I am Rohana A. Salik and I will be discuss today the process of Zanjara development. So first, what is Zanjara development? So, ang Zanjara development ay isang community-based irrigation system na matatagpuan sa Ilocos Region kung saan nagtutulungan ang mga magsasaka para makagawa at makapag-manage ng patubig para sa kanilang mga sakahan. Nabuo ito bilang solusyon sa problema ng kakulangan ng lupa at para mapataas ang agricultural production. Sa pamamagitan ng cooperation, kasunduan ng mga farmers at landowners, at pataas na distribution ng lupa at tubig, nakakatulong ang Zanjara system upang mapabuti ang ani ng mga magsasaka at mapalakas ang pagkakaisa ng komunidad. And now, let's proceed to the several key points emerge of Zanjara development. So first, we have the community mobilization and Biyang Tidaga Agreement. So ano nga ba ito? Ang Zanjara ay nabuo dahil nagtulungan ang mga tao sa komunidad para masolusyonan ang problema sa agrikultura, lalo na sa lugar na kulang sa lupa pero marami ang gustong magtrabaho sa pagsasaka. Gumamit sila ng available technology, local na materials, at sama-samang paggawa para makagawa o makabuo ng irrigation system na makakatulong sa kanilang mga bukiran. So, isang mahalagang kasunduan nito ay ang Biyang Tidaga, kung saan nagkakaroon ng kasunduan ang mga may-ari ng lupa at ang maliliit na magsasaka o tenants. So sa sistemang ito, tumaas ang value ng lupa ng landowners dahil nagiging mas productive ang kanilang bukiran kapag may irrigation. So samantala, ang mga maliliit na magsasaka naman ay nagkakaroon ng access sa irrigated land. Kaya mas lumaki ang kanilang ani at kita kahit wala silang sariling lupa. So dahil dito, nagkaroon ng balanse sa pagitan ng economic growth at fairness. So ibig sabihin, tumaas ang production ng pagkain habang nagkaroon din ng oportunidad ang maraming tao na magtrabaho at kumita sa agrikultura. Ang next is the land distribution and social impact. Irrigation allow redistribution of production opportunities to those seeking and land access. So, dahil sa irrigation system ng Sanjera, mas maraming tao ang nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na makagamit ng lupa para sa pagsasaka. Para sa ibang landowners, ang ganitong kasunduan ay maaaring naging paraan para maiwasan ang mga tensyon o pag-aalsa ng mga tenants na nangyari noon sa ilang lugar. So, sa pamamagitan ng Sanjara system, nabibigyan ng access sa lupa ang mga bagong miyembro at tumaas din ang ani at kita ng mga tenants kahit nasa lupa pa rin sila ng landlord. So dahil dito, nababawasan ng discontent o sama ng loob ng mga tao sa rural areas dahil may pagkakataon silang kumita at magtrabaho ng maayos. Next ay bargaining position and competition. So ayon sa theory, sinasabi na kapag maraming tao ang nagko-compete sa lupa, maaaring bumaba ang control sa isang grupo tulad ng Sanjera. Pero sa realidad, hindi masyadong nangyayari ito dahil sa social at cultural factors. So halimbawa, mas pinipili ng landowners na magpaupa or makipagsundo sa mga taong kilala nila o galing sa parehong komunidad kaysa sa mga outsiders. So bukod dito, ang mga miyembro ng Sanjera ay kadalasang nananatili lang sa kanilang lugar at hindi na naghahanap ng lupa sa malalayong lugar. So dahil dito, limitado ang competition sa lupa. Next is internal organization. So once land was acquired and author shared distributed, Sanjara membership became fixed. So kapag nabili na ang lupa at naipamahagi na ang author shares, nagiging fixed na ang membership ng Sanjera. So, ibig sabihin, hindi basta-basta makakapasok ang bagong miyembro. So, ang bagong miyembro ay makakapasok lamang kung hahatiin ang existing shares o magkakaroon ng bagong lupa na idaragdag sa irrigation system. Pero, kadalasan, ayaw ng mga miyembro na hatiin ang kanilang shares dahil mahalaga ito sa kanilang access sa lupa at tubig. So dahil dito, nagiging stable at organized ang membership ng Sanjera. And lastly, equity and land and water distribution. So Sanjera founders developed a rational system of allocating land and water to ensure fairness. So, isa sa pinakamahalagang katangian ng Sanjera ay ang fair distribution ng lupa at tubig. So, gumawa ang mga founders ng sistema kung saan halos pantay-pantay ang hatian ng lupa sa mga miyembro. So, hindi lang iisang lugar ang lupang ibinibigay sa isang miyembro. Sa halip, binibigyan sila ng mga parcel sa lupa sa iba't ibang bahagi ng irrigated area. So, ginawa ito para kung may magandang location o hindi magandang location, lahat ng mga miyembro ay makakaranas ng parehong advantage at disadvantage. So, halimbawa, kung may bahagi sa bukid na mas malapit sa tubig, may bahagi rin na mas malayo. So, kung magkakaroon ng water shortage, lahat ng miyembro ay pantay-pantay na maaapektuhan. So, dahil dito, naiiwasan ang conflict at napapalakas ang cooperation ng mga miyembro sa pag-maintain ng irrigation system. In conclusion, makikita natin na ang Sanjara Development ay isang magandang halimbawa kung paano nagkakaisa ang isang komunidad upang masolusyonan ang mga problema sa agrikultura. Sa pamamagitan ng cooperation, maayos na kasunduan at patas na pamamahagi ng lupa at tubig, naging mas productive ang mga sakahan at mas gumanda ang kabuhayan ng mga magsasaka. Ipinapakita nito na kapag nagtutulungan ang mga tao at maayos ang pamamahala ng resources, mas nagiging matagumpay at sustainable ang development ng isang komunidad. And that's all. Thank you.